Before we get started talking about this game with all the saltiness and the fanboying, just a few quick words about head coach Bill Belichick and running back James White of the New England Patriots. So earlier this week, we found out that Bill Belichick's mother passed away, and right before Sunday Night Football, James White was listed as inactive as his parents were involved in a car crash, and on Sunday his father did pass away. And, that struck home to me. I'm an only child, similar to Bill Belichick, and similar to James White. I lost my father. That was 2 years ago, but losing a parent it's a harrowing experience, and it destroys you. But I know James White is a warrior. We've seen it in Super Bowl 51, his heroics, and Bill Belichick, greatest head coach of all time. As a Seahawks fan, I've seen the wars and battles this team has gone with against the New England Patriots. And all I can say is, I don't know what the future will hold, but you two are warriors, and you're going to pull out of this darkness. And beyond the sport, which obviously, as a Seahawks fan, I can't stand the Patriots, and their success drives me insane. But as a human being, I got nothing but respect and love for you guys, man. I mean, not in the sense of like, oh, you're my teammate, I love you guys, but more like in the human sense of, hey, we're all here for each other, and in these crazy tough times, that's what we have to do as human beings, right? And so my thoughts and condolences to Bill Belichick and James White. But if I know anything from what I've seen you two warriors do on the field, you're going to kick life in the ass, and keep on fighting, guys. Keep on fighting. But let's talk about this game. Sunday Night Football. The Seattle Seahawks hosting the New England Patriots, and your Seattle Seahawks grab a 35-30 win against the fucking Patriots. Yes! Yeah! And this all happens on the same day the Lakers take a win with an Anthony Davis buzzer beater three. And I gotta tell you, I was so hyped up yesterday. I was perhaps too hyped up yesterday that I couldn't properly talk about this game. But the curious part about how this game actually started is that on the second play, or the second throw attempt by Russell Wilson, Greg Olsen doesn't catch the ball. The ball just kind of bounces out of his hand straight to Devin McCourty, who runs a fucking pass, and it's a pick six. And I'm thinking, really? Really? This is how we're going to start against the Patriots? You're giving Bill Belichick ammunition already? Not even 2-3 minutes in the fucking game? Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go. And I panicked. I fucking panicked. But that proves that I'm a fool. Because Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited, just gets it done. And that pick six is answered with a Tyler Lockett receiving touchdown. Russell Wilson just doing his thing. But then you have New England getting the ball back on offense. And I'll be really honest. I'm not a fan of Cam. That's been the way since he was in Carolina. And some people who know me know that I criticize and just shred this guy apart at times. But wow. He was fantastic yesterday. He really was. I mean, his run game, his passing game, and in general, New England's run game just so consistent and steady, just frustrating the Seattle defense. And you felt that, in their first drive. Like, maybe Cam can, create some fucking problems here tonight in Seattle. And The biggest problem in the first half came in the form of a Quandre Diggs ejection. Now, do I agree with the ejection? Yeah. That's a pretty hard head. You don't want to do that, right? And I know it's football. It's a hard-hitting sport. Dude, but concussions are also fucking real too, okay? Come on, man. And concussions have longer ramifications and more collateral fucking damage to players' long-term health. That's the whole fucking reason why they're trying to limit that shit. And that's why Quandre Diggs got ejected. Does it suck? Of course it does! Of course it fucking sucks! Quandre Diggs getting ejected sucked. And you know what? By the time the second half rolls around and Bruce Irvin's injured. Oh, and before that, actually, right after Quandre Diggs get injured, Marquise Blair goes down with an injury. The replacement safety, fuck. And it just continued that trend of Football Sunday where every player in the league seemingly just getting fucking injured. But, man, it just felt as though the Seahawks were going to have a pretty tough hill to climb. Especially this is fucking New England Patriots of Bill Belichick. Guys, we've seen this for 20 fucking years. Why would you ever underestimate this team? That's foolish. And my fear kind of proved to be right. I mean, Cam Newton ending that drive with a touchdown felt as though, New England is really, really damn good, and they're gonna just cause all sorts of problems. But thankfully, Russ is getting back on the field there, and his touchdown throw to DK Metcalf was kind of great because the stat that came out on, it was like Next Gen Power or Pro Football Focus, one of those fucking analytics Twitter feeds. They came out with this stat saying DK Metcalf's touchdown makes it the first time in almost a season, in over a season, that Stephon Gilmore allowed a touchdown in coverage as the nearest defender. That's all you need to fucking say. My boy DK, doing it big! I love you, DK. Such a beautiful boy. And you're a beast. And despite the score being tied, it felt as though before halftime, either team can get a little bit of a head start, maybe a couple points on the board to get something going. Now, Cam and company are able to push down the field, get into decent field goal position, but Folk just fucks that up, flubs it a little bit, and ball goes back to the Seattle Seahawks, and it just kind of peters out. And that's your first half, 14-14. And you're thinking, okay, intense, but I like it. That Greg Olsen INT, not crazy about that, but this has been a pretty damn entertaining game so far. Holy shit. If I told you what would happen in the second half, in halftime, I would have said, you're crazy. It's not going to get that crazy, right? Right? Well, it does get crazier. And the craziness starts with what I can contest a very great touchdown in the year so far. Is it a touchdown of the year? Probably not, but David Moore's touchdown, where he basically just moonwalks and just catches that fucking touchdown from Russell Wilson, was absolutely fantastic. And I just thought, okay, Russell Wilson's great, but what the hell is happening with this New England defense? Like, I thought they were supposed to be solid, and then you realize, a lot of people fucking opted out for the season, and it is Russell Wilson. And he is having just this incredible season, and of course, the ball going back to the New England Patriots, you're fearing the potential of what Cam's doing, but when Quinton Dunbar gets the interception on a pass intended for Bird, and instantaneously when I saw the last name Bird, I thought, Larry? Is that Larry? Oh, wait, no, that's not Larry. You spelled it with a Y. But good old Bird with a Y, tries to get for the catch. Quinton Dunbar just, Naruto Flash, just gets that shit out. And the Seahawks are able to capitalize off the interception with the Freddie Swain touchdown. Who? That's right. Freddie Swain, because Russell Wilson just makes almost all receivers kind of work. And honestly, I thought at this point, with capitalizing off of the INT, that maybe we're going to be okay. Maybe we're going to just pull through. It should be a nice, easy game. Maybe I can relax a little bit. But no. Cam Newton was just... he was the X factor in this game. He was the guy pulling the team along, saying, guys, we can still win. We can still grab this win. And I'm telling you, his running game was great. His passing was pretty damn spot on. I know both quarterbacks had the interception, but relatively speaking, I mean, this dude was just on it. And Bill Belichick's new Darth apprentice, what do we call him now? Darth Nukem? Darth Nukem. That's going to be his new name. No more Tom Brady. Fuck that guy. He is in Tampa Bay now. Now you got Darth Nukem, the new apprentice. And he was just shredding it. Yeah, hallway scene in Rogue One where Darth Vader's just fucking slashing through everybody, making them their bitch. Cam kind of did that with our defense. And that's what concerned me. Yet, the New England Patriots decided to go a little bold. Down 23-28 after a touchdown was made on the behest of Cam. They were really good and they had momentum. New England tries to opt for the 2-point conversion and fails. And it's down 23-28. Now, if they made that 2-point conversion and the way the game kind of progressed to the ending, as it happened, would it have made a difference? And would the Patriots have won it? Possibly. But Russell Wilson was trying to erase that doubt. Russell Wilson and the offense was trying to make sure we didn't have that fucking potential in our midst. And man, having Chris Carson catch his third receiving touchdown of the season, 2 from last week against Atlanta, 1 against the Patriots this week, yesterday, felt as though, man, we don't really need running backs. I mean, yeah, sure. Carlos Hyde, Travis Homer, Chris Carson, great trio to pound the ball with. But when you got Mr. Unlimited just throwing these goddamn balls to any and all receivers, we're just going to have a wonderful time. We are. I mean, you're up 35-23. And again, the confidence is coming back. Maybe a little bit arrogance. I start tooting my own horn. But then Cam Newton, back on offense, carrying the team, puts the Patriots back up to 30-35. Only one possession away. And this is where the fear starts coming out. Like, it's just out there, okay? And I'm doing the fucking, knee, hands on the fucking knees, gum chewing Pete Carroll move as I'm watching this game at my friend's house. And I'm basically panicking because I know, as much as I love Pete Carroll, this guy will step on his own toe and be like, somebody hurt me. Bitch, that was you. That was you. 3rd and 1. Okay, Russ has the ball. 3rd and 1. Your running game, relatively speaking, has been eating good chunks of yards. Chris Carson, Carlos Hyde, Travis Homer. 3rd and 1. With not even a minute and a half left. You opt for the deep fucking pass? What you expect? Oh, a potential PI to kill the game. No! Do you understand how disciplined this fucking Patriots team is? Although, the little scrum between Gilmore and Metcalf, not as disciplined, because, hey, you don't talk back to your father like that, Gilmore. No. Daddy Metcalf was not having it. And I know Patriots fans, you're going to disagree, but advanced stats about that fucking coverage shit says otherwise. But here's the thing. With all the antics, all the nonsense, I really thought the 3rd and 1 was the biggest nonsense of them all. I really thought that, and it frustrated me to no end, where I thought, if you just ran it with CeCe, this game would have been fucking over, Pete. But no! Now you gotta have Dicko mode, punt that shit down, which probably only gets to the 15-yard line. And then you're giving Cam the ball again. The same Cam who has been just tearing up this defense all game long. And holy shit, they are just marching down the field. Bop, 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 bop. And it comes down to the final 2 seconds at the 1 yard line because, again, Cam was having such an outstanding game. And even as I fucking hate Cam and I shit on him, I will recognize that this guy was on fucking fire. He almost had the game. And you know what? I know people are going to rag on Josh McDaniels and people are going to rag on Cam for QB sneak or whatever the fucking play was. But bro, Cam was the hot hand. You go with the hot hand. And maybe a pass would have worked. Maybe a pass would have been enough to give the Patriots a 36-35 win. But Cam opted to run it. And I don't blame Belichick. I don't blame McDaniel. I don't blame Cam for any of that decision. I think at the moment that might have been the right thing. But the Seattle defense comes up clutch. Goal line stand. Clutch! It starts with the fullback Johnson popping out to try to cover for Cam, but Leno Hill fucking gets him down low. Johnson's fucking stumbled down. Then you have Cam just almost tripping himself where LJ Collier just does enough to get him down. And Bobby and Nico Thorpe are already on him. And the game is over. No one has stopped Cam all game long until that very moment at the end of the game. And you can only imagine if the clink was fucking filled up, it would be insanely loud. It would cause another earthquake. I mean, all the hyperboles you hear about clink, it's probably true. But no fans, yet you have the entire Seahawks squad just going apeshit. I'm going fucking crazy watching this thing. Like, I can't believe we almost blew this fucking game, yet came up clutch to not kill ourselves. And that's what that game felt like, man. I don't know what it was about that 3rd and 1, but it really felt as though Pete wanted to give the game away at that point. Maybe it's a cynic in me, but that 3rd and 1 will be ingrained in my head forever because that is the potential danger in any of these sort of games where it's just one play, 1 yard, maybe a couple centimeters, and you're either a winner or a loser. Or worse, you tie, which is just a travesty. But like I said, man, I will tell you, as a Seahawks fan, I don't like the Patriots. I don't. But god damn it, I respect the hell out of them. I do. And this is kind of the same thing with Cam Newton. I don't like him. I'm not crazy about him. Never was crazy about Cam Newton. But this game against the Seahawks, before you get slipped there saying the Patriots, but this game against the Seattle Seahawks, Cam was spot on, man. 397 yards, 30 passes on 44 attempts, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 47 rushing yards, 11 attempts, and 2 rushing touchdowns. I mean, this guy was just doing it all. Absolutely impressive. And don't be surprised if Cam Newton wins Comeback Player of the Year. I know the talk is Alex Smith right now, but with the trajectory of how Cam's been playing over the last 2 weeks, it's really impressive. And I would not be surprised if he got the Comeback Player of the Year. But Most Valuable Player of the Year. Now, I know a lot of people. I gotta say Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers. And I know right now, talks are creeping up. Kyler Murray, possibly Gardner Minshew. But in my eyes, the last, 4, 5 years, the MVP of this team has always been Russell Wilson. It always has been. I don't know what the fuck anybody else has been watching. Because, yeah, I love the Legion of Boom. But let's be real. If you don't have Russell Wilson on the other side to put some fucking points on the board, the Legion of Boom doesn't mean shit. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. And Russell Wilson, man, this guy is just so fucking special. 288 yards, 21 passing on 28 attempts, 5 touchdowns to 5 different receivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different receivers. The one interception, I look at Greg Olsen. Like, steady hand, Greg. What the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be the fucking veteran. You're supposed to catch that. But he didn't. So that one interception aside, Russell Wilson, 132.1 QBR rating. And he can use his legs. 39 yards on 5 attempts. I mean, and some of those runs were huge and clutch and drive-saving runs. And, man, I gotta tell you, anytime now I hear a Seahawks fan slate Russell Wilson, I'm gonna fucking look at you and think, what the fuck are you talking about? This dude has been carrying our fucking team for 5 fucking years. Even that one season when we were 9-6-1, this guy's been the MVP. And Seattle Seahawks starting 2-0 is fantastic, but it's far from perfect. We know that. We all know that, boys and girls. We can all get elated and enjoy the moment of, winning the battle against the Patriots. But guys, this is a long season. This is still 2 weeks in. So as much as I'm excited about this win, as much as I feel good about it, man, next week's still going to be a tough test. We got to host the Dallas Cowboys, CenturyLink Field on Sunday, where the Cowboys just came back from a crazy fucking comeback, man. So I'm concerned, genuinely am, about how the Seahawks will be able to handle the Cowboys. But this win feels great, and hopefully the boys can capitalize off of it. And if you're a New England Patriots fan, hey, cheer up, man. We're going to be good. I mean, Cam Newton seems fantastic. That defense for the New England Patriots, you faced Russell Wilson, but you also got a dude named Chase Winovich who was giving me and Russell Wilson fucking fits and nightmares. So, very interesting season for both of these teams, and I can't wait to see what the Seattle Seahawks will do against the Dallas Cowboys. But hey, for week 2, we got a win. Seahawks! Feels good. Feels fucking good. So, boys and girls, that will do it for me. Follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Now, fuck off.